I've no Smith and Wesson gun factory in the ghetto. I will bring them down there. You bring them down there. No, you soldiers want come shoot me down like bird pan fence, and I will bring them down there. You bring them down there.
Ask me a hoe, import the gun and the drugs and a hoe. Make them get to you, can turn thugs, me say a yo. And you not show we much love, thus I treat we like scrubs and I instigate grudge, but I yo. Instill violence and crime, yes I yo. Corrupt these young men minds and I yo. Won't blame me and my nine, one of them have to do the time wishing. Me want to get
Mix up the holiday vibes with Campari grapefruit.
Brother, he no hard. Easy for weak.
The time by Campari is.
It is now 12:30. And of course, you know what time it is. It's 12:30. It's all about Road to Success, the journey. We're talking about season 4. Are you know if about to ask, yeah, what in general?
Reggae. Calcima. Who know? Well, 1972 witness the earth of a great color look dead with a tan. See you that on me place. Drop me first from the age of 21. Don't fit up it, did the bang, but up a shot was the bomb. Now the world start to hear me. Radio start play me. Music start hear me. New girl start hear me. So don't come hear me. I'm on another level. Go circle round and zombies, Uncle D and King with.
Known as the warlord, the ghetto gladiator, the people's governor, poor people's governor, the 5-star general, the ground god. Bounty Killer is one of dancehall's most influential entertainers throughout the industry. Of course, he has collaborated with the likes of the Fugees, Lauryn Hill, Busta Rhymes, DJ Khaled, and the list is extensive. Locally, you're talking about Vibes Cartel, Busy Signal, Beanie Man, and of course, countless others. In 2002, Bounty Killer won his first Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Performance by a duo or group for Hey Baby, a collaboration with No Doubt. That same year, he won 2 awards at the MTV Video Music Awards. 2018, he started the Bounty Foundation, which is geared towards tackling poverty and uplifting the youths. Today on the road to success, we journey with Basil, Rodney Basil Price, Bounty Killer, on the road to success.
Irie FM. I am the one. Who know? Well, 1972 witness the earth of a great color look dead with a tan. See you that on me place. Drop me first from the age of 21. Don't fit up it, did the bang, but up a shot was the bomb. Now the world start to hear me. Radio start play me. Music start hear me. New girl start hear me. So don't compare me. I'm on another level. Go go circle round and zombies, Uncle D and King will tell you, say ya. No mercy. That's right. Okay. Oh no. Kaboom! Irie! Them little fool that try copy them fish the biggest cash. People dead so don't forget. While hard rise to the top. And me boss me never flop. Me still a rise me never drop. You lose your girl me find the spot. Then she went to find them up. Hey me tough like circle back. Me put the get up on me back. Then put the get up on the map. Me reach where me put me hat. Me send me goals and go for that. One the lane me won the track. Super Bowl when me go rock. Platinum me get the plaque. No doubt they on the track. Awards and me collect. Donations and me make. Bounty Foundation gives back to the less fortunate. No for blood me get from the people them who set your blueprinters get architect. Enough youth me pave the way. When me to them can't repair me, not even liquor respecting me. Hot when me play, hey somebody and repeat them, but me not feel no way about them. Don't know say you're the hand that the day a show. I told them. No, I'm gonna told them. Okay.
Hi, Bounty. Afternoon, you hearing me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. So Kishima Zoom drop, so she soon join back. You hear?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man.
We get girl for free, and you know me not go pay for. Man, I'm no freak, and you can't call the killer rapper. No, sir, that no enough in me book. Cause every time you see me, different girl, they on me foot. As simple as it look, I'm on to girl me book. They do it for try to
Yo, Irie FM.
Irie and Lee. Them other little station have no roots like some little weed. Who know? I want to be holy. Well, 1972 witness the birth of a great color look dead with Vatan. See if you that on me place. Drop me first and the age of 21. Don't fit up it, did the bang, but copper shot was the bomb. Now the world start hear me, radio start play me, music start hear me, new girl start hear me. So don't compare me. I'm on another level. So I'm gonna work around and tell me Uncle D and King will tell you say ya. No mercy. That's right.
Looking from the weed, man?
No.
You call it?
Yeah, man, Jack guy, man.
Alright.
I am impressed with us bring come over those.
Alright.
Boy, you know what? So the general powerful. General, I'll kick out my Zoom.
I did that, not me.
No, sir. General, make me have to restart my thing and reconnect. Really bong up, bang. I'm out. But we're here. Do apologize for the late start, but I don't know. I got kicked out of the Zoom, but Jaja, we're there. Everything matches up right now.
The force is trying to force us out.
But you know what? It will happen regardless. It don't matter what them do. You know,
they cannot.
Apart from me wish that this interview was earlier so I could get to greet you with the popular good morning.
Good afternoon.
All right, that basically works just the same. But you know, your story, Killer, is larger than life and it cannot be told in 1 hour. So I really had to condense it so the people will absolutely get enough. So let's just start with the foundation. So you were born in Trenchtown but grew up in Callaloo Bed and Riverton. What was life like for young Rodney Price growing up in a family with 8 siblings?
Well, life was exciting at the time as a boy. I didn't know what we was going through. I didn't understand poverty. So when I was a little boy, it was just a lot of fun and excitement growing up in the ghetto, getting to go out on the road and to go play with others and to go experience seeing the music and the artists, because we used to have a lot of street dance. And those times you never had to pay going to dance. So in the early part, the little baby and the little boys, kids could go in the lawn and watch the sound strings up and the selector warm up the party and the early DJ. And when the people them come, them say, all for free and you have to come out now. Sometimes we used to hide in the lawn when the big people come and then we go on like we are pick up buckle. So the promoters don't pressure you because you look like some form of help. Yes. So life was exciting for me as a little boy when I was growing up, like 6, 7, 8 years old. Is when I become like 10, 12, I start to realize that we're poor and we don't have nothing. And this life is not so exciting.
Well, so at that time when that realization hit you, still as a youngster, how did you process that? Well, I realized that my parents never have much to give me because I realized on birthdays I never got a gift. I never had a birthday party. And I only had 2 shoes, one for school and one for going out. And you have to wear it only on special occasion. I even got beaten to wear my going out shoes it was not a special occasion. And they put me and my father at odds. So I started to hustle. I become a hustler. I started to go hustle buckle and copper and loom and go catch fish and go cane peas and start to help my mother sell pillar and plate sponge. And I started to learn hustling when I realized I was a poor boy. Young entrepreneur, I mean, that is the entrepreneurial mindset where you're going out there and you're not working for anybody, but you're thinking about innovative ways to get your own from even a youngster. Now, both your mom and dad were hardworking, Killer. What values did your parents pass on to you that still resonates with you to this day?
Well, my parents always tell me that we must stick together and bond together, and we must look out for each other, all our siblings, and they always tell you that make your conscience be your guide. I always wonder what that my mother always telling me, and then I get to learn that it's the little voice inside that speaks to you when you are making your decision. So they always tell me to work hard, and I must be honest and do good, and good will follow.
And boy, did good follow. But you said as a youth, you were still a young entrepreneur, whether it was helping your mom to sell the pillows or you hustling with the bottles and stuff. Where did school fit in all of that?
Oh, well, I started school from about 6-7 years old, you know. I started at Dwayne Park Primary. That's my first school. And then I moved on to Edith Dalton James Secondary. It's in a high school now, but at the time it was a secondary school. So those are the two schools I attended, and by 9th grade, it was high grade. I fell out.
Whoa.
I did a few evening classes after that, but never anything too affirmative. So it's really 9th grade I really stopped going to school.
So
all because of financial and political indifferences, because it was the red and green era in the 80s where, you know, people used to have borderline, you can't go there, and if you live over that side, it's a problem to go to that side. And Dwayne Park was a place with Sherlock and Brook Valley where those two fractions always having problems. And the schools are in between the two sides.
Wow. And so here it is, you're out of school at age 9, you're still doing your hustling, and you got exposed to the music very young by sneaking into the dances and watching the sound man them string up the sound and that kind of thing. But can you remember?
And then my father used to have a sound system, not really one that plays up, but back in the days everybody have a stereo or a component set or a sound system, because Jamaicans were so musical back then. Everybody just loved music. So my father used to play all this music in the yard, and then when I really get fascinated to be a DJ is after I saw my cousins, John Wayne, the late great John Wayne, may his soul rest in peace, and Penny Harry. They are two brothers, and they are cousins of my mother, and their mother is cousins. So we are like far cousins. So I saw John Wayne become a big superstar in Callaloo Bed, and Penny Harry follows after. So that's when I really fascinated to think of being a DJ. So I started to practice people songs and DJ about people lyrics. Never really have no lyrics to myself. Then I used to just make up words and rhyme. And then I used to go that drumming, and then we start calling me Matlock and them some there. Friend them start boost me, say, you have so much argument in your love chat, so hold the mic. And I just hold the mic out at bragging rights and ego. I never had no lyrics, I never know what to DJ, but I just want to get the better at them. So I hold the mic and me end up a sing. You remember when we say straight right hit me. So me end up a sing a Junior Reid song. Because Junior Reid was one of the popular artists who used to come in the community, come sing and studio mix and King Jammy's song. So everybody know the Junior Reid song. It was a popular little girl song. Woman, make your waistline roll. Put one hand in the ear like a TV pole. Just an ability and a button the sorrow. Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la. We get a good response. So nobody never knows stage right and sing that song. Then just think I sing more and sing. So we kind of like the response. So we go home and start practice now to rhyme. So we go make up a little lyrics. So from there now, we feel like me as an artist. I'm start get some grooming from two of the more veteran artists named Blacker Welch and Johnny Marshall in the community. And that's my first DJ experience. And I never really think nothing more about it. We start hustling the figure with my brother. And struggle to reach me now because I turn big boy. So DJing wasn't anything like lucrative to take you out of the struggle. DJs was just to eat and them fly go far, and you hear about them again. You never have no really DJ where big and rich, more than Yellow Man and Peter Mitchell them time then. And they never look rich, them just look like them and make a money. So I do my figure thing until I move to Seaview. That's when the DJ thing come back, when Shabba Ranking burst and all these things, you know, the inspiration comes to take it serious.
So
and then we're going to link with Boom Dynamite.
Okay, so take us now to see if you linking with Boom Dynamite, seeing Shabba Ranks, and still as a youth, what did that do to you? Was it planted in your heart then that you could be like them?
Yeah, when I went back to see it, you know, I started to see the more transition artists, because by the time we moved to see, you know, DJ things start to get like a more popular, and you got bigger DJs now. You got the Ninja Man, and you got the Super Cat, and you got the Shabba Rankin, and the Cutty Rankin, and the Mad Cobra. So that was the time when the music started to get international, when Shabba came through, and the Patron, all these international, the Richie Stevens. So Shabba come live a Seaview now. I would start to see the lifestyle, and that intrigues a young boy, you know. You see the Benz and big chain and the pretty girls and the flashy lights. And then we know that's Miss Christie's son, and this is Miss Ivy's son. Oh, I can be like him. Wow. So the inspiration really drives me from there. And then Boom Dynamite now was a community star who we look up to, and then he was on the verge of doing recording and going to studio, the things that we inspired to really want to get to do. And we start to link with Boom, and Boom start telling the roots and say, yeah, we have to go to studio and whatever. And we start to learn to do Dubplate and these little things, and Boom start to carry me to jammies, and from there the miracle work, you know.
So take us back to jammies and describe that experience for us, because and how that experience there helped to shape you know, ultimately your dancehall career now.
Well, going to jammies was like going to foreign. When you go to jammies and you see the big them and the big cars and the big chains, and that was so fascinating just to stand up and watch the stars, and then you couldn't get in the studio in time. They have big gate and security, and you have to have reputation and credentials. So I was just fascinated to go and watch them. And then there was a thing called audition. That's the only little break young artists used to get. If you go on an audition, you pass to get to go recording. But I never get to pass a Jammy's recording audition because Jammy's audition was so full with all these big artists and more experienced people. So he was a little guy, you never get the chances. Where you Jammy's brother, Uncle T, who works on a Saturday, who does his recording on weekends when the studio is not that popular or fully capacity, because during the week, people used to come from Westmoreland, Nick Grill, St. Mary. That's when people used to come and studio get a bigger bus. And like now, people are recording in them backyard and them bathroom. It used to be like, if you don't got jammies, you know, on the blue and white label, nothing not going for you. If you don't got Penthouse, you don't go Howard or Scorpio, the popular places, you never go Roof, them time there. You remember how the game used to be. You have to be with the main labels. It's not now where the music will open up, where every little man can just come up with a label and it work. So we never get to go at Jammy's audition. We get an Uncle T one. And that's how I get in. I started to work with Jammy's brother, Uncle T, first. And then Jammy's get to recognize my talent down the line. But it was really his brother who got me into the studio and made me have a pass where I could be known as Uncle T artist. I don't get locked out when I come to the studio anymore.
Now, Copper Shot released in 1992, Bounty, is kind of a bittersweet. I mean, it tells the tale about you getting shot as a teenager, and it also represents your first hit song. Take us back to this defining moment in your career, which also represents your musical introduction internationally.
Well, the song Copper Shot, it was released before I went to Jammies, you know. Copper Shot was released like 1990, I think, by Mikey Cruz, because I recorded that song on a Giggy rhythm for Mikey Cruz, and then they changed the rhythm because the Bam Bam came out and went off internationally with Pliers and Shaka Demos, and then he was from London. So when he went back to London, I don't know what went in his head. Through everything was Bam Bam, I guess, eating changing the song to Bam Bam would make it better. But songs are normally good and rhythms that match the groove. Not just because the rhythm popular, you think you can't put a hot song on a popular rhythm and it must work. The groove and the pattern have to match. So I guess that never worked, so the song flopped. So when I went to Jammies, they gave me the general rhythm, and them time me never like slow rhythm, because me never know about groove, me just know about vibes and tempo and more, everything full of vibes. So when them give me that rhythm, them, I never so excited about the rhythm, so that's why I say I got to do back a song when I do already on that rhythm, because I never think say this was a rhythm for boss me. So I say I recycle a song. So it's really recycle a song and put it on the rhythm, because I never think it was the best rhythm at the moment for me. And then we change two line. Because the song original, if I say, from a man back him gun you feel run. Then we change the song, say, from me pop out, me gun blow dog go run. That's the only two line I change in the song, and vice it on the general. Then the king never really into the gun song thing at the moment, because the radio just started censoring in 92, so they were more in working with songs that good for radio. So King was advising me to do a different song. But because me never have no credential, the engineer never really excited to really re-record me. So I never get to do another song. And then the song get out and that and go to New York, and Johnny Wonder put it out on the flip side of Miss Goody Goody with Colin Roach and Galaxy P, and he took off in New York because that's where it came out first. It wasn't released in Jamaica because King wanted a different song. So it's after it run away in New York, King realized it don't make a big difference. It's a each song somewhere in the world, so just release it. And then Jamaica took on to it, but first in New York it got away. And that's how my whole Jammies history started.
Killer, did you have like a mentor per se? Because, you know, you have one of the biggest voices in the business, and, you know, just your stage presence and stage command, and when you're on, and whether it is you're talking or you're DJing your lyrics, people stop and they listen. Did you have a mentor or somebody that helped to guide you and to how you are now?
No, I guess the only mentor I have in music, as I told you, was Johnny Marshall and Blacker Ranks. Blacker Welch, not Blacker Ranks, my mistake. Blacker Welch and Johnny Marshall from Riverton City and Jeffrey Spencer. These are the first set of people who started to show me the ropes. Ever since I learned the craft and I came to Riverton and Seaview and Jammies, I just look up to people, but nobody never sat me down and say, do it this way and it's best this way and best not to do that way. No. But there are people who I looked up to, like Shabba Rankin, Ninja Man, Super Cat, Josie Whale, the Mad Cobra, even the Cutty Rankin, the Butcher Bantan, even Beanie Man too. Because Beanie Man is an artist from we was a little boy. Looking up and looking at him as a young child star, that's exactly who we see ourselves as age group. So all these people inspires me, but nobody never mentors me, unfortunately, up until this day. It's more like producers, I would say, like the John, the Jammies, the Dave Kelly, the Steely, the Bobby Digital, all these people that I came through them camp, they have showed me things and little ideas to make it different. Yeah.
You know what I want to ask you though, Bounty? Here it is now, the song take off internationally. Jamaica follow suit. And, you know, this poor ghetto youth coming to the realization as a teen that you really didn't have life great in comparison to other persons. What did that do for you and your family now that you're getting the traction and people saying your name and yeah, man a star?
It did a whole lot. It changes our lives. It put us on a total different level. And then I wasn't one who really shun away from my family, because I live in my house at Seaview up until problems started. Because I was one who think that, you're supposed to stay with your roots and stick with the people who help build you. So When I burst, I built up my house in Seaview, big upstairs and downstairs, car portion, and water, and AC, and all these things. I was in ghetto paradise until problem came. 1997, some guy named Rockbat and some people I see you get into some altercation. I was trying to be a mediator or a peacemaker in the middle, and then I end up on one side. And that's not my choice. So I end up have to leave Seaview. And they said, like, I ran away. But I walked away. I ran away from problems because that wasn't my issue. So I never intend to stay and fight a battle that is not mine. So I moved from Seaview and I took my mother and I moved into a two-bedroom apartment in Oakland. And she was in the other room because I decided I'm not leaving it.
Wow. You know, and your legacy as a dancehall superstar was cemented after Sting 93. How did your fame, well, you talk about how it impacted your family, but here it is now, you move out and things got even bigger for Bounty Killer. What did that do to you, the man, the person, knowing where you're coming from, what you aspired to be, and seeing it materialize right in front of your eyes? Were you able to process this level of stardom?
Yeah, well, I really get to process the level of stardom that I reached early. That's why I reached this far, because it inspired me, and then I realized the journey that I have to go. And the people that I was looking up to is not nobody who really came into a 2-year or a 3-year. As you see, a Ninja Man and a Shabba Rankin, they are the most legendary stars and a Super Cat today. Those people are like 3 decades. So it tell me that this is the journey and we got to push and we got to keep inspiring others. So I even re-inspired myself with my own journey. That's why I have this drive, and my achievement and whatever success I have is a total different achievement from just being at the forefront for this long, being the general, being the top of the game for 30 years. It's different from the success and the achievement. That achievement is a different achievement, because any product that lasts for 3 decades, it's one that's royal or classic.
Wow. And as you say that, Killer, I want to play something for you.
Book.
Not book. But here we go.
Why Killer is my general? A Killer buy my first car. A Killer my ask a show and Killer forward in my community in a riot. My first car I buy was because of Bounty Killer.
I did on a bus one time at Half Tree and see Bounty under the, like them used to wash cars in the Half Tree bus park. And I did on the bus for got Papi in, you know. And when I see a Bounty Killer that stand up there, so I come off of the bus and just stand up one side and just look on them.
I remember hearing the first Bounty Killer song them times as a little youth before Killer even bust out the Copper Shatter, one of them early Killer. And me I say, yo, when me hear it, I say, the game changed right here, so. And it's like, it inspired me then that I wanted to be a part of dancehall and reggae.
Now, during the road to success, since I've started it, almost every other person from the industry that comes on have a story to tell about how Bounty Killer has influenced them or impacted their life in one way or another. Did you ever imagine or thought that you would become such an influential figure that would impact an entire culture?
No, I never imagined it, but I really thought I wanted it to. But I never imagined this amount, but I wanted to inspire people. But I never know it would be this impactful. But I did want it to inspire other people. And I want to help other people. And I want to leave the door open. That's how we came as ghetto people. We think, say, when you ghetto man get in, if you left the door for your next ghetto man, we don't know how this ghetto bad mind and grabbing a barrel come. But that's why me bring hear them. And then I come further and bring alliance. Because it's leaving the door open. That's how I do it. And that's why I never even do it for a penny. Because if you do it for a penny or a dollar, it's not leaving the door open. It's leaving your pocket full.
on that note, Killer, we're going to go to cash pots before we touch into that because you continue to just give selflessly and we're going to get into that. But listen up, your top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick and cash pot. Lunchtime draws up next.
When me use Island Fresh with aloe vera, it make me skin feel so much smoother. So if you want to feel better and smell fresher, use Island Fresh with aloe vera.
Manufactured by Island Products, 934-0666.
The time is...
It is now 1 o'clock. We are standing by, so listen up, your top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick and cash pot. Lunchtime draws up next.
Of the Supreme Ventures lottery games. This could be your lucky day. Get your tickets out and let the games begin.
Good afternoon. It's Thursday, January 27, 2022. I'm Sydney and welcome to this afternoon's Supreme Ventures live game draw. Now, before we begin, here's a quick look at our mid-morning winning numbers. Please remember all live draws are being supervised by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission and observed by the independent auditing firm PwC. Now let's put some money into your top draw. This afternoon's jackpot is now $600,000. So here are the winning top draw numbers. And coming down first is the number 2. Now what is coming next? Here it comes, slowly but surely. It's a countdown to the number 1. And following 1, we have 21. Now what is coming next? It's the number 6. And for $600,000, you're going to need number 13. And now let's pick your play with our dollars game. I do hope you're feeling lucky. And starting things off in our dollars game is the number 18. Now coming down next, we have 27. And following 27 is the number 5. Now following, here it comes, is number 8. And next in line is the number 2. What is coming next? Here it comes. It's 13. And of course, we're halfway there. So you're going to need number 17. Make sure you have those tickets out because here comes number 22. And following 22, what do we have? It's 36. Now, slowly but surely is a solid number 20. And following number 20 is 6. Now, wrapping things up in our dollars game this afternoon is the number 10. And now for some easy winnings with our Pick 2 game. Let's go. And first up for Pick 2 this afternoon is 18. And the second Pick 2 number is 7. So once again, the winning Pick 2 numbers are 18 and the number 7. Now, Mega Pick is here to stay. Now, you can continue to mega for bigger winnings with Pick 3 and Pick 4. So stay tuned because one mega ball draw will be done for Pick 3, Pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot. Now, up next, you can play it 3 ways. It's, of course, your Pick 3 game. And first up for Pick 3 is 2. The second Pick 3 number coming up is 9, and the third and final Pick 3 number is 6. So once again, the winning Pick 3 numbers are 2, 9, and the number 6. Now it's time to turn up your winnings. Get ready for Pick 4. And here we go. The first Pick 4 number is 6. The second Pick 4 number coming up is 5. The third Pick 4 number, what will it be? 2. And the fourth and final Pick 4 number is another 2. So once again, the winning Pick 4 numbers are 6, 5, 2, and 2. Now this one easy for win. So let's heat things up with hot pick. And here we go. The balls are bubbling up. And this afternoon's winning hot pick number is 9. Congratulations to all hot pick winners. Again, the winning number is 9. Now, Cash Pot Money Train are on, and every week is a mystery prize. For this week, you can win $290 for every $10 winning Cash Pot bet. So make sure you board the train and collect the winnings. Let's get ready to play our Cash Pot game for Thursday, January 27, 2022. Now, you live to play it, but can you win it? Get ready to be a big Cash Pot winner. Let's see what the winning cash pot number will be. And this afternoon's winning cash pot number is 16. Congratulations to all cash pot winners. Again, the winning number is 16. It's now time for some mega winnings. Good luck. And what's it going to be this afternoon? And here it comes, and a white ball has been selected. So go mega 6 times per day for more chances to win big. Again, the winning cash pot number is 16. The lucky mark is a young girl, and a white ball was selected for pick 3, pick 4, cash pot, and hot pick. Now let's take a look at this afternoon's winning numbers, and of course, congratulations to everyone who won. Do join us again at 3 p.m. for more games you love to play. I'm Sydney. Have a supreme afternoon.
Hope you were a big winner. Play your favorite Supreme Ventures games every day and tune in for our live draw 6 times a day at 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8:25 p.m. on this station. Supreme Ventures, making winners every day.
That was the lunchtime top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 3 p.m. for another chance to win in hot pick and cash pot special pot draws.
None of mercy. This one is very classic, dedicated to all the schoolers who are taking big scholarship. And you to do like school just dismiss. None of mercy. The angel ruler said they must respect this. Dedicated to the whole nation. Me sing. Every pressure no more. You're illiterate and foolish. You might on a crook. And you're not gonna get no work. And you're deep like a puss.
If you're just joining us, it's all about Road to Success, the journey, and we're journeying with Bounty Killer. Now, before Cash Pot, Bounty, you were about to get into the Alliance segment and highlighting, some of the purses that you have helped to bring to the fore. But one could consider Alliance a university, and just like a chancellor, you have helped to shape the careers of many of our dancehall stars, including the likes of Vibes Cartel, Movado, Busy Signal, Wayne Marshall, and countless others. What is most challenging rather about artist development? Having them under your wings that kind of way and bringing them to the fore and nurturing their talent and putting it out there.
Well, the most difficult part is when they are not inspired and they are not driven. Because you can have talent, but if you are not driven and you don't have the inspiration and the aspiration to drive you, to take you to the place to highlight your talent, it's not going to work. Because most people thought from Bounty Killer call you up on the stage, you're going to bust. No, honestly, bro. I have to call you up on the stage and you do the right thing and you have the right qualities. That's how it works. You understand? So when artists come and them have talent, but they're not driven, I can't give you the drive. I only can give you the platform.
And you kind of alluded to the next question before we went to the break. I mean, from Scare Them to Alliance, your musical DNA is basically embedded into some of the most influential figures in dancehall of our time. As you're responsible, like we've already underscored, putting them on a path to greatness. The Elephant Man, Movado, and multiple selectors too, promoters, producers as well, engineers, and even managers.
Musicians, disc jockeys, managers, everything. We burst everything. We're events, just name them.
Exactly.
I'm the one who put the stamp on Fully Loaded,
Exactly.
Fully Loaded was just a regular beach party.
It was.
When I went to Fully Loaded that Sunday, I was not booked. I just went to a beach party and I was there and I saw Gringo went up and he was trying to discredit Baby Sham, and Baby Sham was my latest protege at the time. That's what drove me to go on the stage to denounce what Gringo was saying about Sham. I never really went to clash Gringo either. So most people talk about I killed Gringo. I did not kill Gringo because I never sing a song against Gringo. I only said something against what he said. And then I proceed to sing, look into my eyes, and make this big speech about the government and the country and everything. That was the mind frame I went in. I never went to clash no Gringo. But it was just the big commotion and the confrontation, and everybody remembered it. It seemed like it was a clash. But it was just a beach party I went, and then from then, the next year, Fully Loaded become a stage show. Where artists start to go every time and performances take place. But that was the first one, 1999 Fully Loaded. So we burst event, we burst promoter, we burst selector, we burst musician,
DJs,
we burst producer, we burst engineers,
artists, managers.
Anything come across greatness is just greatness.
And but What's the motivation, though, Bounty, that led you to being the only artist in history of our music to give so many youths coming from, less than humble beginnings like yourself, the opportunity to not only change their lives, but to break the generational cycle of poverty within their families with no contractual agreements and just pure generosity?
Well, I'm like Jesus, but them call me ground God. But that's what I came to do. Help the people and help my country. I'm like a dancehall Mandela. That's how I see it. I'm responsible for the irresponsible ones and the ones who are on the wayside. All the good youths, we responsible for them. The stupid ones I can't help. But the ones with talent and ambition and who want to come out of the slum, we responsible for show them the way. And then Boom Dynamite is my inspiration for helping other artists. All the artists I ever helped, I want them to give thanks for the help that Dynamite gave me. Because that's the reason why I did think I had to make Scare Them get on. Because a member of Scare Them crew showed me the way in, and when I got in, I felt like I owed it to them. And from there on, it does become a thing that people respect me for, and I love the love and the respect and the joy that people gives me for helping the others. So I keep on doing it. And then they said I'm a mentor and I'm a godfather and all those things, and it felt good. Damn good. So I'm enjoying the process.
Beautiful. You put everything into perspective, because I saw a Bounty Killer quote or rhyme where you're saying, look, I'm doing it for the pleasure, not the treasure. And,
exactly.
it resonates with me in a big way.
I haven't got no treasure from it up till this day. How much money I've ever made off our artists? I've never made $1 off of none of these artists. A lot of people that have helped, they have showed me support and they have gave me stuff. And they do a lot of stuff for me, but I never demand anything. And they never hold me nothing. They do it generously. And who doesn't, it doesn't make a difference either. Because that's not the quest.
Now, the sound system and dubplate culture has been, a lucrative asset in our music since its inception. Yet you came and, you raised the bar, adding even more value to dubplates. I know what it means when a sound system operator or a poachy or even just a selector to say, yo, I'm about killer dub. It's just this level of excitement. Can you recall the most outrageous compensation that many couldn't even imagine that you would have received from doing dub plates?
I can't recall the compensation. Is too much. The amount of millions of dollars I made off a dub plate, I couldn't even try to calculate. I get more money from a dub plate than stage show in my career. Because tell you what, we do, how long I haven't done a stage show? 2 years now I haven't done a real stage show. So if it was stage show alone, we would not be anybody today. Dub plates is more lucrative than stage show for me. And the amount of stage show you have to do to accumulate dub plates money, it couldn't work. But dub plate is something sentimental to me now, because the reason why dub plate was the first break we get into the studio to learn how to ride rhythm, because we never get recording experience. And my first break was Sky Juice playing the dub for dub. So dub become my break, like a hit song. My first little break was dub for dub. So I take dub plate serious. So when we do dubs, we do it like recorded. We do it professionally, properly, and with conviction. Whenever I'm doing a dub plate, it feels like when I was doing dub to dub, dub for boss. So every time they say dub, it means something that breaks me. So I don't play with people dub plates. Even if I'm doing it for free, it comes with a certain conviction. It's a platform for me. I don't see it like this. You're just doing a favor. No. I see it like it's Bounty representing. So I represent myself, not just the sound. Because if a Bounty dub sound whack, he makes Bounty look whack. That's what I think.
True, true. You know what? I heard that one time you did a Dubplate and you got a massive truck. The person wanted
no,
the
it
dub
wasn't
so
one Dubplate. One Dubplate couldn't give you a truck. A sound man brought a truck and say I should sing for it. And him sing out my belly. I did sing for it. 4x it does. Does. Father does. You go Father does. Yeah.
That
brought
is
a
just
Leland
awesome.
truck, 10-wheeler, and park it up and say that's your truck. Dubplate more feet. I'm sing out my belly until I own the truck.
When did you become so brilliant with words? I mean, did you always know that you're good with words, the way how you do it? I mean, you could say the simplest thing.
No,
and you're
I was
like,
always good with words. That's why they call me the Matlock. Yes, I was always
like the TV
until I
show.
started practicing rhyming. I was good at words and contradicting people and all those things. But when I become an artist now, it's really Super Cat and Junior Cat was the rhyming king for me. Enough people wouldn't know because I never told them that, but the wickedest rhymer for me was Super Cat. And then Junior Cat took it up, and Junior Demus, those men, they rhyme everything. Until we started pattern them and say, oh, nitty cutchy the girl, them golden dutchy book, and the might be girl, the first flight. We started to rhyme everything. And then I just become like a genius in the rhyming scheme, but it's really those people I really started to follow the rhyme, everything.
Wow, on that note, Killer, we're going to go for a quick time signal. Don't go anywhere.
With a COK mortgage, home ownership is a breeze. Get rates as low as 6.99% and up to 40 years to repay. The time by COK is...
It is now 1:16. We are on the road to success. We're journeying with Rodney Price. Now, a quote from Bounty Killer. People always talking about the indifferences and not trying to make a difference. Now, whether it's beds for KPH and the Victoria Jubilee hospitals or wheelchairs and cash donations to offset medical expenses for the elderly, through the Bounty Foundation that was launched in 2018, you have made giving habitual. How do you decide who or what charity to support?
Well, it all depends, because sometimes it have a lot to do with the timing. Because it's not every time someone reach out, it's the appropriate time when I can afford to make a donation or whatever. Sometimes they reach out and it can happen at the time, So it's not really who, it's just how I can give. Whenever I can give, I give. So I wouldn't mind give everybody that reach out or everybody that's in need, but it's just to how I can make the offers. And sometimes we get support from a few of our generous supporters and donors who help to contribute to the foundation. So it's really mostly Banky. Find these people because they are the one who really run the foundation. So 1 and 2 times people reach out to me directly. And then a few cases that I saw and I decide I want to take up. Like recently, the Tiger case, I never wait for them to reach out to us. You understand? Because Tiger is our brother. You understand? So mostly like the wheelchairs and the bed and those things, it's mostly like the foundation that reach out to. But the Tiger case, I decided on that. The Big Stone case, I decided on that. Because Big Stone is our big brother and Tiger is our big brother. And Big Stone is another man who I see helping generously, and he's not like he has more than anybody. He go out of the way to help people out of nothing. So I did have to take up that on my hands, but it's mostly the directors of the foundation choose who we make donation to. But sometimes I decide.
You are a general with many titles. I kind of highlighted some earlier, Bounty Killer, Poor People Governor, Warlord, Ground Godzilla. Which of these titles resonates with Rodney Price or is more aligned with your purpose in life, and why?
You know which one it is, man. Or if you ask me that, no, Kashima, you know which one resonates more. It will have to be the poor people government. Yes. That's the life I live. Grum Godzilla is more on a stage or a warlord thing when I'm performing, because I don't walk around as a warlord, you know? So the 5-star general is just like a title for the leadership. But the one that resonates with me as the person, as Rodney Misai's son, would be poor people governor, because that's my purpose, to look out for my brothers and my sister, and especially the poor ones who come up in the ghetto like me. So definitely, I would say the poor people governor. That one resonates more. And I think that was the first title, because that's from 1995. The warlord title comes 1998 after the merciless confrontation. And then the 5-star general comes after the alliance and all that. So those are later titles. So the real title is really Poor People Governor. And that's what I'm doing today. I do Poor People Governor more than I do warlord. I haven't been in a war for ages.
You know, and your everyday livity and what you give us a glimpse of through your social media platforms, I mean, it really shows that, you know, you are on a path and you consistently, repeatedly just try to help others. And I'm sure everybody now will have a better understanding as to why you do what you do. But I couldn't have you on today and not ask you this question. You know, you are undoubtedly one of the most respected among your peers. You heard from the short Vox Pop earlier, Sasko, Marshall, and Charlie Black, and there were so many others.
Salute to the brothers.
Recently on this very platform, we had Queen Ifrica, and she hailed you as a powerful king sitting on a throne with great influence over the youths. And like many of us, she too, she sees the ever generous gesture. You repeatedly share your platform for decades to create numerous success stories among the youth.
To the Queen.
But right, she was saying, you know, she would love to hear like a more positive message from your recent collaboration with Jashi, especially given the rise of crime and violence in our society. I mean, how would you respond to that, one? And two, does it ever become like overwhelming for Bounty Killer or Rodney Price, who is trying consistently, you know, to uphold his societal responsibilities and at the same time always trying to do right by the youths, you know, like Jashi, who definitely is on his road to success?
Yeah, but tell you what, me doing a song with Jashi, that doesn't define what I stand for. I did several other songs. I guess, she never talked about the one that I did with Christopher Martin, Not Gonna Rise. Nobody never heard that. I guess they only want to listen to the ones that not pleasant to them. I think we should focus on what we like, because I do all different type of songs. And tell you what, it's not one song I do with Jashi. And tell you what, music is what imitates life. We singing a gun song is not implementing guns, and there wasn't gun song when guns were made. So guns is just a part of life. So if we sing a gun song, don't bother act like, we are inciting violence or crime. The time is the time. When they shot Bob Marley, there wasn't no gun song singing, because I want to take up this topic. Music is music and life is life. And music does not curve people's attitude and values. I don't want nobody come with them stupid thing. Every time a man sing about music or whatever, you can sing whatever you sing. It's what into people's mind takes on to music. You notice you don't like the type of music that you don't like. So no music can influence you to like it if you don't like it. So if the music's saying foolish and you want to do foolish, is you want to do foolish. Because if you don't like fool music, you don't like it. Queen Africa don't like Rude Boy song, that's why she don't like it. So anybody that don't like those type of music, it's not influencing them. Anybody like to do what the music's saying, you could not change them because it's already in them head. So I don't want people to see crime and violence and tell me nothing about music, but tell me about role models. Tell me about parent. Tell me about government. Tell me about infrastructure. Tell me about youth programs. I don't want to hear about music. Music can't help nothing. And music never do nothing.
And you said it just now, a crucial point that I think sometimes when the conversation starts, a lot of persons kind of skip over it, but we have to really hold the feet of parents to the flames because it begins in the home.
Just with attitude towards each other, it shapes society. Look how Jamaican even drive. They don't even want to give you a little pass. Just look how the traffic operates. That tells you the attitude we have among each other. We not like one another. And it's the clear truth. A few of us love each other. That is the big problem in Jamaica. We not have no love. You know how Jamaica rich? You know how Jamaicans rich? If half a we that try to quell poverty and violence, it helps. Nobody now try help the country, them a try help themselves. A crab in a barrel, Jamaican play, brag and boast, me have more, I'm bigger than you, I'm richer than you. Jamaicans style that. That is what bringing down the country. We now look out for each other, nobody now try help each other. Nobody not think nobody problem and feed them problem. A few of us still like me where we take up people problem and we head. See, most people start talking about, oh, Tiger bag out him money as some people stay. Because them now look on the needs at hand. Them want to look back on your life and try cuss and compare and brag and boast and wicked people. So Jamaican became barbarians. From the time that tell them when the youth, them a talk about them a demon and them a this and them a that and yes, when they never see it coming. If they want to help, tell the government, go back and play Look Into My Eyes a cappella. From 1999, me sing the song, Look Into My Eyes. Tell me what you see. Can you see my pain? Am I your enemy? Give us a better way. Things are really bad. The only friend I know is this gun I have that was 1999. Look in society. You know, see that attitude today? If they were trying to take heed and trying to make prevention from then, it wouldn't reach as far. And every year the crime rate is growing. It has nothing to do with music. It has to do with the government disconnected with the people. The government and the people is not in conjunction. And the government not helping youths, and the youths are mash up the country. Let me tell you that. The killer them are 15 and 18 and 25. And the government not looking out for them. All them do, send out Zozo go look for gunman. Nobody looking for a good man. Until we start find the good man and keep them on the good part, they might come gunman. So the harsh reality, everybody try to duck it and then I talk about music and movies and variant YouTube. No. Are we attitude towards each other? It leads to this.
Facts. We have to do some reflection and introspection, and like you just said, call out ourselves.
Yeah, everybody will look around and not looking at the mirror. What you are do, what the difference you are trying to make. You only talk about the difference. Me find ghetto youths and turn them in a superstar. That me do, just for the joy of it. Where them a do, where I talk. Not tell me about nothing when me sing. Tell me about when me bring.
Hey,
my gunson when me sing, buy wheelchair get people and buy bed get hospital and pay people hospital bill. Don't tell me when me sing. Tell me when me bring. All who sing about joy and Selassie and love and rare, me no see it buy nobody food.
On the note of love killer and some 2 minutes remaining, I know this. Me not even reach half of my questions. You know,
you know, someone know what could know. Come on, let's go talk about something. You know,
Across your social media platform, we get a glimpse of your life as a father, grandfather as well.
Granddad.
I know. What lesson do you want your children and grandchildren to learn early about life?
That life is a struggle. Life is not easy. Rest in peace means lay in a cemetery. While you're alive, it's going to be ups and downs, ins and out, and around and about. And you have to embrace it. And struggle make you strong. Never fear to struggle. Because if you don't struggle, you cannot endure. I never really happy with my struggle when I was coming up, but today my struggle made me different from my regular peers. I can endure more all because the struggle that I've been through. And I always teach them you got to be your own self. I have a legacy that they're gonna come and live, but they have to be themselves. So I always teach my kids, you have to work for your own. And then having your own and inheriting your parents' own, it's two different things. And you have your own kids to come up to, so you have to make sure you set your own foundation. So they always try to think individual.
Wow. Bounty Killer, on that note, we're going to have to truly wrap, but trust me, we need a part 2. I have not delved into 2002, a spectacular year for you. So many things happened, so many things to touch on. But I knew today I wanted people to fully understand Bounty Killer, how generous you are, how giving you are, how selfless you are. And hopefully, I know that your story today has touched many lives, and hopefully it has inspired somebody to give and just be selfless with it. Don't look for anything in return.
Selflessness is the thing. Most Jamaicans are selfish. They are individual. They don't like to share. That's the biggest problem. Right now, people don't even like to associate. Check music, or it's still like a big camp. Everybody over so. They Jamaicans, Lego, the grudge, the graveliciousness, and the selfish ways. And we have to bring back ourselves together. The government can't do it. Let's find back the common sense of value of people. Jamaicans don't value life. Most of us today, we don't value each other, and we don't value even ourselves. We have to find back the little one love Bob Marley teach us about. We don't have to laugh and talk with each other, but we regard each other. Okay? Despite the social difference, we should be together in arts. That's my word.
Thank you so much. Rodney,
you're very welcome,
we have a part 2. We have a part 2. Thank you so much. This is awesome.
We have to have part
2 shots.
So, before you start thinking about it. All right, so bless up. Diary.
All right, thank you.
The music called Diary.
It's bloody out there.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with these guys.
Life is a blessing.
How can you kill a man for a bag of fries?
Hashtag, you know the Shreps, you know. Yo, stay wise. Thank God we see the sun arise. And the youths them phone arise. The kids them life them not fit jeopardize. No one see no gonna rise. The girl them acting on the summertime. Tourists out in the sun.
Never talk about that.
Wendy's super deals. Get a junior cheeseburger combo, crispy chicken combo, wrap combo, or a 5-piece nuggets combo for only $550. By Wendy's is.
It is now 1:33.
It's all about health and wellness at Courts, January 10 to 31. You get up to 25% off and the best deals on gym equipment, small appliances and mattress. Join us on social media Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for free workout sessions with Body by Kurt. Get a free Ab Firm gym equipment with select purchase, plus queen mattresses for the price of double. Plus pay $0 down on 18 to 36 months credit. Only at Courts, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
The H&L Rapid True Value Anniversary Sale. Up to 25% off select items. January 21 to 30. See you there. Delivery and curbside pickup available.
Johnson and Johnson, that a one and done. AstraZeneca, Pfizer, bring the whole of them come, cause the whole of them good. Now do you no harm? Let's get things back to normal. No bother wait and see. Go on for your vaccine, be the hero for Halloween. No bother wait and see. Proven safe already, even with chronic illnesses. No bother wait and see. Go on for your vaccine, no need for no hesitancy. No bother wait and see. Go on for your vaccine, protect you, protect we.
Mix up the holiday vibes with Campari grapefruit.
Brother, he no hard it. Easy for we. Campari, he no cup. Easy for we. Brother, he no hard it. Easy for we.
Look out for the Campari grapefruit deal in a bar or supermarket near you and mix up the holiday vibes with Campari grapefruit.
Campari grapefruit, that easy for we.
To mix a Campari grapefruit, add 1 part Campari to 3